What's up, guys? Quick update slash awesome new idea. I'm not gonna lie, I got the idea off Rhinora Super Genius. Cool channel. He loves tinkering with gear. He's got some charge controllers that are a bit better than these. These are MPPT ones. These are just PWM ones, but the basic firmware of them is very similar. So as you might remember, two big 100 amp hour 12 volt deep cycle semi-sealed batteries, charge controller. I've got solar power comes in this wire from a 40 watt panel up on the roof, and it goes to both of these charge controllers. This one doesn't do anything because it's not connected to the big 18650 brick, the 120 cell brick, which you'll see in some of the mini DIY Powerwall builds. Anyhow, the leads that were on that, I've pinched off this charge controller, connected them to the load output. And off the load output here, connect them via alligator clips up to this. Yeah, there's a couple of dead ones. 50 to 52 inch 200 watt LED light bar. It's really only 200 watts. It was sold at like 350 or something. Anyhow, that's a side note. So now when I want to turn that on, just got this awesome little solid state I can turn it on with. Now the voltage drops significantly, but the leads coming down to the batteries aren't that huge, and they've been running for a couple of hours. There is also a USB load off it at the moment, charging my power bank that I normally take to work with me. But I have been using the solar whenever we've got some good days to run lights, and obviously I've got this nice big one which I use in the main room where I do my computer work. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the lithium power wall back on this and set that up again. I'm going to connect that work light, get another one of those and put it up here. So I've got two of them, and maybe even connect the big one up. Maybe it's on some toggle switches below the load out, but then yeah, just have it so I can load it out to the LED lights, and even if I only run them off the solar system, that's still awesome. I get 40 watts per hour of good daylight outside going into my battery pack, so if I'm only using those, they pull about 12 watts each. So easy to do the math on that. You're going to get a good couple of hours per hour of sunlight, which is perfect for what I want to do in here, and I don't have to pay the power company for it. So that's a big win. These big sealed lead acids have still got quite a bit of capacity in them. I've been giving them a boost with the forklift battery charger, just because I ran them down a bit hard the other day. I would have thought the USB charge thing would stop in at a certain point, but it was still going at 10 volts. And I charged two flat power banks off it, and the old tablet and stuff. But anyhow, cool trick with your PWM or some of the cheap MPPT charge controllers. You can simply have a dump load. The other thing I want to play with when I get a bigger panel is setting up the dump load. You can make that come on when the voltage gets to a certain point into your battery, so when your battery's getting charged, you can actually run. So I'll have the lithium back there, and because that stops at 12.6, I'll have the overflow from that either run to a lead acid or directly to this refrigeration compressor based fridge. And when just have the fridge down there, have some nice cans of drink or whatever in it, so that when I'm sitting here over night time, that fridge is ran for a couple of hours after the lithium bank's charged, because remember we're only charging at 12.6, and if I want to, I can still just turn the load on and fire that up at the same time. Just an idea. Getting the most out of our solar energy, that's coming down from the sun for free. Still haven't gone and bought new panels yet, but little 40 watt is doing its job for now. Might save my dollars up over winter, and when spring gets here I might go and buy a couple of nice sized panels, maybe even a couple of 300s or similar like that, so we can do some serious charging. Probably only be able to run one to each charge controller then, or maybe even just switch in between with some kind of solid state relay. Anyhow, PWM controller update, big lead acid still work update, cool ideas if you didn't already know. And if the wiring was a bit heavier, I don't reckon any of that would even get warm. That only just gets warm, but it is USB charging at the same time, so can't be upset with that. Thanks for watching, catch us on the next video.